Alright guys, welcome back to part 11 of our Total War Rome 2 Rome campaign on Legendary difficulty. In the last part, we started campaigning in Gaul. I'm pretty sure we've made peace with Sicily. No, I have not. I did play a couple turns off recording, nothing crazy. But current plans, finish the conquest of Gaul, maybe conquer Carthage this episode, just to take Corsica and Sicily to better secure Italy. Might build up a navy, it just depends. So we have better security in Africa and can maybe even conquer was it Cyprus, or the country of Cyprus, not just the island, and give us better foothold in the Eastern Mediterranean. As well as preparing to move to the east to deal with Galatia. So that's the plans for today's episode. Hope you guys enjoy, and let's get into it. Alright. So, Vertigala is secure. Over here. Let's get latrines. Or would it be better? We do fountains. That's fine. -1 food. I'm going to get another food building here. Let's go latrines, because that's 2 per turn. The Moses is rebuilding, and here we can get... We'll probably go amphitheater. We'll have to keep campaigning this way. So, and the Pictones don't really have any allies, but where are their armies at? One's here. We're not in a position to really intercept. The Sequani, I would like to get a non-aggression pact with. To keep those armies from attacking. We have 2 other legions somewhere in Gaul. 3 here. Okay, so we're in a better position. So if we're going to move against the Pictones, we need to move an army up here. So we have this army down. That's not ours. Alright. So we'll move another one north. You can swing back south and cover there. This army can theoretically be sent over. The Praetorian army is definitely capable of conquering Sicily. We might send another half army to go to Corsica. Get it some additional troops for now. It doesn't have to be fully finished. And we'll get it just a decent little army. And it's going to follow this army. We'll also raise a fleet. So we can get some of that going. And at Neapolis, nothing specific we need. So let's intern and see how it happens after we upgrade our general. Here we can give a commander trait, increase of having children, research rate, which check the political tab. 12, 13, 12, 15. That's fine. So... far we're fine, I would say. Upgrade. Did she get married now? No. He can't either. You can adopt this man, though. Which means we can then... That's a lot. That's free. Where are some easy meals? Let's gather support, since we can. We're at 55%. We need to be at 65% so we can become an empire. You will do some political stuff. I will see you guys on the next turn because this stuff is boring. And I don't particularly think you guys want to watch political actions. Alright, we're going to do hunted. Successful diplomacy, Agarus, your diplomat. Okay, we got a free city that we're not going to keep. Which is right here. So what we can do is dismantle it, because we're not going to keep it. It doesn't matter if it rebels. Faction. Sacrifice another boar. 5011. Partly because we got support. So let's... We will send out a diplomat. To some tribes. Nothing crazy. You can get married. That's easy loyalty. I'll give the having children one. Nothing else I particularly care about. Athens might give us something. I mean, Cornelia will send another diplomat to Cyprus. Alright, that should help deal with that for right now. They took Bertigala from us, which is annoying, so we will have to swing down. We do have a legion moving, don't we? Yes, but it's not a great one. It needs more troops. So let us get... We'll get a cav, and the other two will be veteran legionaries. I'm not expecting this army to be particularly good. And we will also... How strong is the other army? It's at 19. Upgrade to general. Move you up. If you move to Vezzanato, I can recruit with you. Get a Equitage, even though they're not great, and we'll get 2 more of those. So we will work on the rest of Gaul. It's just going to take us a minute. This army, we can now get... Don't need Praetorians, so let's get some veteran legionnaires. And then we will declare war on Carthage. Not yet, because we gotta wait 10 turns. But we should be fine. We could theoretically go ahead and campaign against Galatia. We have the troops in the east to do it. I would like to wait until this is done so we can get Cretan archers. So if we can start moving the legions south, it would be better. Might not even be a bad idea to end our alliance with Athens, so we can then conquer the rest of Greece. Athens doesn't have necessarily a high opinion of us. Military alliance, trade agreement, military access. We cancel the alliance. It would secure the Balkans, and we could leave less troops over here. So let's do that. Let's do that for now, and then we will end turn and see where the end turn leads us. Alright, during the end turn, we are attacked from the army garrisoning Bertigala. It's not a great army. We can honestly cut this down pretty easily without the reinforcing troops. Because honestly, these reinforcing troops are kind of bad. But we should be able to beat this pretty easily. Now, I might not do any super wide, fancy maneuvers with Cav. Messed up my left hand, got a big gash in it. So it's kind of annoying to move my pinky down to hit control. So we'll see. I'm not going to corner camp. So I got to get used to it. If it hurts, I'll just stay passive. I should be fine. We're on the defensive. We'll go heavy cav, one flank. And we'll go spears on the other. General in the reserve with first cohort also in reserve. So we'll sit like this. Turn them all on guard mode. And if we are getting the reinforcements directly behind us, that helps. You can go ahead and withdraw. You can withdraw. You. We can move here. form a better line. So we'll get that done. If we have you coming up, means we can be more aggressive with the cav. So let's fast forward. They only have one mercenary light cav, so if we move up to engage their cav, we should destroy it. We're going to take some losses, but it's definitely worth it. Get back up here. If that's how they're moving, position like that. Give ourselves a forward firing position. Move like that. Actually, this is probably a bad idea. Pull back. That's the general, which is Noble Spears. Try to get our cab behind. They have 15 Gallic horse left. It's nothing crazy. Pull back. And we stay out of skirmisher range. They don't beat us in an hour game time, we're fine. If I knew where more of them were at, I would move the main line. Start moving back. What? They're not going to catch. They're going to wheel. That's fine. Just come back. Don't run. Walk. They're not going to catch you. There's 0 chance. I'll fast forward until the battle starts so you guys don't have to watch a bunch of maneuvering. Alright. Let's move you guys up. Let's get you off of that. So we should be fine when it comes to maneuver. Guys, move in on their cav. Let's advance this line. Which means we can move the skirmishers up with it, giving us better range. Get this done.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Your orders? Double time! Orders! Orders! Roll the bow! Ready! Glory
go for the move here. Let's pull the cav out. We have enough infantry to where we should be fine. We're not going to take massive casualties from this. Fire here. Move. Run them down. We should try this. Let me know in the comment section if you guys would be interested in a War of the Gods campaign. I'm kind of considering it. I saw Terminator's video. It looks interesting. I've never actually played it that I can remember, so it'd be really interesting to me to play it. I don't know if I'd do a Let's Play of it, but I would consider streaming it. Get those done. We just get so many javelin kills. We're gonna run this. I want to kill the general and as many of their soldiers as possible.
Used all its ammunition.
Run them down. I'm not gonna make you guys watch it, but anyway, I'll see you on the campaign map. Decisive victory. We only took 300 losses in comparison to 2,500. Their whole force is destroyed. This means we'll be able to retake Vertigala pretty quickly and re-secure control over all of southern Gaul. Eventually, we're going to have to turn and fight Massila. Because they're building up in North Africa, and they might be building up in Spain, which will be interesting to say the least. So we will execute, and we'll pursue that army and destroy it, and then move on to Vertigala, because we'll gain replenishment for sitting there. Easy replenishment. And I'm pretty sure we were recruiting also. So Larissa, so Athens gave us a province, cutting them in two, which is okay. So we have this. Go finish off this army. Go take Vertigala, actually, while it's defenseless. Bring back the peninsula into Roman control. Occupy it. Which means this has to get redone. These buildings are fine. So we will get probably grain pits. We shouldn't need a ton of food here. Especially with that building. Which we probably won't need a military building here right now. Just because Massila has one. But we could get a auxiliary barrack since they're right next to each other. For now. Meaning the other armies can move north. If we sit here. This army's at 19. I'm expecting their armies to be better than the other barbarians that we just fought. So this army can move. You can also move. The navy. Let's get those. You can move up. You may as well get rid of those two and get 3. May as well have a full army. We'll go take Alalia. Or not Alalia. The Corrales. And now that we have Larissa, which will greatly improve. Actually, we don't need that. So we'll improve our cavalry because we get this building. On top of giving us more control over Macedonia. Athens would not be a hard conquest at this point. It is tempting to just go ahead and end the war. Or just annex Athens. They only have a couple armies left. Hmm. And they're not at war with anybody. So let's send another diplomat to Athens and see if they give us more territory. Wrong button. Let's go political tab. Everybody's fine. Characters, we will send you to Athens. See if they give us something. Get married. Which means you can get upgraded for free. Hmm. +1 cunning. Can't really send anything yet. You can adopt her, though. Which means you can get married. And you can get promoted. We are at 54%, so we lost one. That's fine. Politically, we're completely fine. So the armies next turn, if we can go ahead and get you into the water. Who is Carthage at war with? The Celtici, which is in southern Spain and North Africa. If we offer to join war against Carthage, trade agreement, and I pay you. Get rid of trade agreement. I'm not going to pay you. I'll pay you a little bit. And you give me a non-aggression pact? No, they're just not. Money for us to fight Carthage for them. Probably worth it, especially if we're able to get down here. Should be a relatively easy conquest of Sicily. There's not an army defending it. So let's upgrade here. Let's check our other army in Gaul really quick. I can upgrade you. Let's get -4% upkeep. You can then pivot immediately. We don't need this. This can become... Let's get one of those and upgrade that. Get stuff going. Because that gives Cornelia... Cornelia will have southern Italy. The issue right now we'd be having is the frontier regions. Along the Rhine and the Danube not being in our political party. That would be the only issue. But we could quite easily deal with that. So let's end turn and see what happens over the end turn. Mozilla is interested in a peace treaty. They're really big is the issue. So I think we're going to hold off on that for now. I don't particularly want to get involved in a long war in North Africa right now. But if they keep losing ground in Spain to Lusitania, we might just go ahead and do it. Alright. So you... Noble Death, that was a laggy Noble Death. Training unit dissolved as a Cadorsi. Rebellion and Bertigala. Childborn. Okay, that's all fine. Syracuse. Public order's going up by 12. Let's get a meeting place. We have a lot of food, and it's going to be getting more. Let's go take Labeum. Should be a pretty quick campaign.
Ready for orders. You will march till your feet bleed. Fleet reporting. Steady.
Those moved.
Ready for orders.
Move the fleet. That war should be ending relatively soon. The rest of the armies,
Ready for battle.
go ahead and end this little rebellion. Nothing too fancy. Bertigala. Don't want any food issues. Public order should start to balance out. Oh, Carthage's navy is going to severely fuck us up here. Losing a legion sucks, but we can easily rebound. We're in the position to do it. We might have to build up our navy to finish that conquest. It just depends. Athens might also just be an easy, just quick end the war type campaign. Or just, not necessarily end the war, because we're not at war with Athens, but just be an easy conquest. And give us full dominion over Greece. So let's go civil development. I don't care about slums being up there. No, it is going to eat some of my money. Let's get this done. Sicily is successfully ours, giving us full control over Magna Graecia.
Ready for battle.
We can now upgrade you. Meaning, if we can double time you to Syracuse,
At your command. Orders.
you moving that way. Do they have probably still two navies? I don't know if either one of those is an army outright. Bertigala is balancing out. Let's get latrines, and we'll get a amphitheater to help with public order. Can I move you out? Not yet.
At your command. Ready for battle.
It wouldn't necessarily be a hard war. I'm just not sure we're ready. Not until Bertigala is more secure. So let's sit for a turn. Let's see what happens. We should hopefully be able to get the Corsica relatively soon. We got a skill to upgrade in Gaul. So we'll get this one. And end the turn. They move for Eulalia. That's completely fine. We can then just move into Corsica, take it. That's that Navy's move points for the turn. I'm really excited to campaign in the east and take Anatolia, a good portion of Anatolia. It'd be. I really want to do that soon within the next couple parts. Just depends on the political climate in Greece and in Gaul. On a non-aggression pact, I'll accept that just because it secures the Rhine. Dynamenti, slaves. We will attend. Sabotage and Dramata. Slums in Larissa. Yeah, I forgot about this. That's on me. Take you off of Force March. Take you off of Force March. Move you down. That is an issue there. Which if we raised an army and got mercenaries, what's for this turn to help deal with that? Next turn we can probably annex Athens. So now we have to get you on the dry land. Okay. So with you being on dry land, we can attack Alalia next turn. This is an army.
That is impossible. Reporting.
Let's take you off that. Move the Himikar. Should be fine.
Ready for battle.
We move out this way. We should be able to intercept it. Or get on Sardinia pretty quick. Alright. So now you can come off of Force March, retake our city.
We take this settlement for Rome.
That's a major blow to Carthage.
We hunger for battle.
I don't think they destroyed anything. They converted that, which is not a big deal. Convert that and get this up to farming settlement. We'll get that because we're about to have Corrales. So let's go commander. Get that done.
It is an honor to serve Rome. Beat the drums.
We sail that way. Where did Athens' other army go? It's right there.
Ready for orders.
It's really tempting.
Be welcome, and may Hermes bless your work. A lack of your goods?
The end military access. We now move this way. We move, we can get rid of these. Because we don't need them. Down here, we can now get rid of Velides. And get Cretan archers.
Are you ready to serve Rome? We hunger for
And
battle.
you can get rid of these for now. Not quite ready, but we should be able to take Athens, which is unexpected for it to play out like this. The armies in Gaul, I'm not quite ready to move out. This will be a lot of plus public order, so we can actually do that and move up. We'll never turn a replenishment. Okay, so Carthage comes out to fight. So I'll take that victory. Release the captives. If the navy is able to move, we might be able to take it. And just end the Punic War.
I offer peace as
I don't want a peace treaty. Not if we're invading Africa soon. which we should be able to.
We do not ask it lightly, but the gods favor it. An attack on these people would aid
A
our
campaign
cause.
in Dacia I'm not interested in. I'd actually be more interested if you lost the war so I could take Pannonia. Now I'm at war with them, so it all kind of worked out. We'll see if they attack. If they attack, I'll end the part, I guess. I really don't want them to. I really don't want to make this part an hour long. Same moving up. That's going to be a lot of move points. An easy victory, though. Heavy horse. It's just our infantry that sucks, so let's fall back. They'll be out of move points. So we'll go infantry here. Trade agreement broken to Pictones. So let's move. Or we will double time the navy. We should be able to end the war this turn.
Set up a blockade.
It is an honor to serve Rome.
Forming a blockade.
Now Praetorian Guard. Can you move down? Yes. So you can actually move back to Sicily. Upgrade into Legionary cohorts and Uvaki cohort. Legionary Cav, get you upgraded. It's too good of an opportunity. If I take it, I'll just have to turn down. So moving back to defend Bertigala is actually the smarter move. This is a more well-equipped force than previous. And we will build an army. Actually, no, we won't because we're out of armies. Now, in Athens, let's take you off here. Upgrade to the armies.
We hunger for battle.
So let's see if Athens is at war with anybody, which they are. We join Cyprus's war.
Greetings. We are civilized folk.
Now they're a puppet state. I can't join Cyprus's war. Cyrenaica I can.
Greetings, my friend. You
We're
have
against
my ear for your
Athens.
speech, and if it profits my people,
Trade
then my
agreement.
ears too. Excellent. We accept.
This gives us this move.
Granting us all wisdom.
I will continue that siege. We should be able to take it. Easy upgrade. Easy conquest. Some major blows to Athens. So now if we move down, this is another easy battle. Secures this, which means we're no longer at war with Athens, so I can get rid of these mercenaries. And upgrade the armies. Let's get increased chance of having children. Get lower upkeep. So we need a Eagle cohort.
Great and glorious thing to die for
We could
Rome.
get hoplites. They're definitely... Bonus versus large is better of these. These are just overall better. So I'll take 4 or 3. We'll take 3 for now. That should balance out. Cav wise, we'll probably get rid of these and go auxiliary cav.
At your command.
So that should balance out. Come back over here.
Fleet reporting.
Nothing particular.
We victory.
They have really solid experience, so we do need a fallback here.
At your command.
Let's move back to Big Bract. You can sit up here, and we will end turn. This is probably where we're going to end the part. The video's gone on for 41 minutes. I don't want to make it go on for too much longer. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.